Going the extra mile, one of the favorite principles of Think and Grow Rich, which I'm going to explain to you. If you follow the principle of going the extra mile, you can eliminate, terminate, and wipe out your competition. It's a tall order, but let's do this. Let's do this principle of going the extra mile and see how you can apply this in your life. Should you go the extra mile, and what's so special? क्या specialty है of going the extra mile? To really understand why we should go the extra mile, we have to look at there are 13 benefits of going the extra mile. This is Sidharth Shah. We represent the Napoleon Hill Foundation in India. तो पहले समझते हैं what is this principle of going the extra mile. Going the extra mile means doing something more and better then what you are expected to do. कुछ आप ज़्यादा कर रहे हो, कुछ which is unexpected, जो सामने वाला आपसे expect नहीं कर रहा है. That's what is going the extra mile. It could be not just for your customers, not just for your clients, not for your employees, not for your teammates. It could be for anyone. Everyone around you should have this particular principle experienced from you. That's what you mean by going the extra mile principle. To really understand why we should go the extra mile, we have to look at there are 13 benefits of going the extra mile. Some people will question that in this generation, why should you go the extra mile? I mean, it doesn't work for me. If I did something extra, this person didn't reciprocate and they stop going the extra mile. But I'll tell you, if you understand these 13 benefits of going the extra mile, or you will not stop. You cannot stop going the extra mile. So let's understand एक-एक करके इसको समझते हैं all the 13 benefits of going the extra mile and see how you can apply in your life. Whatever you are doing, maybe आप अपने company में you are a employee, or if you're having your own business, if you're a homemaker or a student or anyone, this principle can be applied to anyone and everyone. It's an all-pervasive principle. One of the best examples of going the extra mile is how Think and Grow Rich came into being. I think this is by far the best example. Imagine that you are getting an option to work for the richest man in the world without getting any salary or any wages for 20 years. It's a tough choice. Well, that's what Andrew Carnegie gave that choice to Napoleon Hill. Andrew Carnegie ने Napoleon Hill को ये choice दी थी when he didn't have any money. And Andrew Carnegie was the richest man in the world that, hey, I want you to go and find out the best philosophy of success. It's going to take about 20 years for you to do this, researching 500 of the most successful men, and you are not going to be paid for that at all. Well, what Napoleon Hill did, he accepted that particular challenge. That's where he went the extra mile. He did something which was useful, which was unexpected. I think this is by far the best example of going the extra mile, that how Think and Grow Rich principles came into being using this principle of going the extra mile. To make use of this principle of going the extra mile, आपको ये दो चीजें याद रखनी है. Whatever you're going to do something extra, something whatever for your client, for your colleagues, for your associates, for your family members, two important things. The thing which you do should have these two tests. The first test is it should be useful, and the second test is it should be unexpected. Useful और unexpected ये दोनों टेस्ट पास करेंगे तो ही जो आप कर रहे हो that's going to qualify for going the extra mile. For example, let's say you say, okay, I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to make a cup of tea for my better half. But अगर वो चाय उनको पसंद नहीं आ रही है, then it is not useful. Or let's say if you are going to give bonus to your employees, अगर वो expected है, then it is not going the extra mile. So remember two things. Useful or unexpected रहेगी, only then that particular thing is going to qualify for going the extra mile. Benefit number one है the law of increasing returns. What this law says that if you go the extra mile, the return which you're going to get is not going to be equivalent. It's going to be more. It's going to be in excess of what you have given. And ये generally normally पैसे से या money से नहीं तोला जाएगा. It could be in terms of recognition. It could be in terms of you getting praise, it could be in terms of you getting some opportunity. So जो return आपको मिलेगा, it is going to be in increasing returns. और यहाँ पे भी एक natural law है इसमें. The natural law is of how a farmer is sowing the seed in a fertile land. एक बीज बोते हैं तो एक ही grain नहीं आता. Multiple of grains is there. So whatever you're going to give it out, that's going to come back to you in increasing returns. But यहाँ पे एक caveat है, there is a big caveat over here, एक चेतावनी है. Most people go the extra mile without having the right attitude, and at that time this law works in reverse. It works like a decreasing return. यानी आप जाते तो हो extra mile, but you are complaining, oh this customer is bothering me, oh I got to go this something extra, this person is questioning me, it's always complaining. You go the extra mile to satisfy the particular client, but your attitude is not right. At that moment, this law works in reverse. It's the law of decreasing returns, and you're not going to get the returns, but you're going to get decreasing returns for whatever efforts which you're putting across. You got to really have a right attitude when you go the extra mile. Only then the law of increasing returns starts to work. That's the first benefit. Benefit number 2 is again based on the natural law. It's called the law of compensation. Now what this law says that there is a cause, there is an effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. हर एक क्रिया की एक समान और एक विपरीत प्रतिक्रिया होती है. So just like you cannot get something for nothing, similarly nature will prove it that if you are doing something extra, you have to get back something in return. Not necessarily from the same person, but आपको वापस मिलना ही मिलना है. That's the law of cause and effect. Most people misuse or misunderstand this particular law. They expect something in return from the same person. कि चलो ये client के लिए मैंने इतना extra किया है तो वो मुझे repeat order देगा. गलत जवाब. You are not going to get necessarily something in return from the same person, but it has to come. That's the law of cause and effect. In fact, Emerson mentioned, Ralph Waldo Emerson, the immortal Emerson, mentioned this as the law of the laws, the law of cause and effect, or the law of compensation. It works all the time, every time. So remember this, there is nothing like something for nothing. You're going to get back only when you're going to give first, and you'll have to get if you give something. That's like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. It's like a law. That's the second benefit. In fact, the third benefit of going the extra mile. See, when a person is going the extra mile, he is going to attract all the opportunities. And when you go the extra mile, you will start to attract all the opportunities. I'll give you a personal example. When I started using the principle of going the extra mile by giving out to my community members every week, every Friday, my community started to grow, and that's where it's going to the next level. If you go the extra mile, आपको कभी भी opportunities की कमी नहीं रहेगी. You will start to attract. That's the third benefit of going the extra mile. Try it out. It's going to work for you all the time, every time. That's benefit number 3. Benefit number 4 क्या है? Well, when you go the extra mile, you are going to become indispensable. For example, let's say with the game of cricket, and if there's an all-rounder, bowling भी करता है, बैटिंग भी करता है, फील्डिंग भी अच्छी करता है, कभी कभी मे बी एक्स्ट्रा माइल जाके विकेट कीपिंग भी कर सकता है. That person is going to be indispensable when the selection is going to happen. Yes, when you go the extra mile, you will become indispensable. Especially in the terms of where Corona times, layoffs हो रहे, अगर आप going the extra mile करेंगे, at that time you're going to become indispensable. You will be the first person to be picked. No, I want this person in my team. That's the advantage of going the extra mile. The fifth benefit is a classic, self-improvement, getting into a continuous improvement zone. I'll explain to you how does it work. I told you that whatever you do, if it is unexpected and useful, only then it qualifies for going the extra mile. जब भी आप extra mile जाते हो, let's say for your clients or maybe for your employees, and if you do that same thing again, it is not unexpected. So that is not going the extra mile. Now if you really want to continue going the extra mile, at that time you have to do something new, something different which was not done before. That is unexpected. That's how you improve yourself. Let's say पहले मैंने इतना किया था but वो तो expected है. अब मैं और कैसे improve कर सकता हूँ? How can I be better? How can I do something which is useful and unexpected all the time? That's how you raise your standards. That's how you raise your bar. That's how you improve as a better person. That's the fifth benefit of going the extra mile. Continuous improvement zone में आते हो if you go the extra mile. Benefit number 6 is the law of contrast. Most people are not going the extra mile, and if you go the extra mile, oh you are completely differentiating, आपका कोई competition ही नहीं है, you'll be completely different from the crowd, you're going to stand out. That's how you apply the law of contrast. I mean, if you go the extra mile, you'll be the first one to pick the cross. Law of contrast means you're contrasting yourself. You're contrasting yourself from the majority. There is no competition. That's where you apply the law of contrast and you get the sixth benefit of going the extra mile. You will never stop going the extra mile once you experience this law of contrast. That's benefit number 6. 6 benefits ho gaye, there are more 7, and after these 13 benefits, you will not stop going the extra mile. That's my promise to you. When you go the extra mile, benefit number 7 क्या करता है? It connects you immediately with one more principle of success, which is a pleasing personality. आपको पता है कि if the going the extra mile principle is going to work for you, you got to have the right attitude. अगर आपकी attitude सही नहीं है, then you will not benefit from going the extra mile. So when you start experiencing going the extra mile principle, you will always develop this right attitude, be in a positive mental attitude. That's important for you to get a pleasing personality. तो pleasing personality automatically आ जाती है when you follow going the extra mile principle as a habit. So again, going the extra mile आप follow करते हो, उसके साथ में अगर आपकी attitude सही है, automatically आपकी personality pleasing हो जाएगी. That's a very powerful benefit. Benefit number 8, it is the principle of personal initiative. Personal initiative out of the 16 laws of success is one very important principle, and sometimes it is said that it's a sibling. Going the extra mile and personal initiative go hand in hand. You cannot have going the extra mile principle if you cannot develop your personal initiative. You got to take a choice. You got to take a decision of going the extra mile. कि yes, मैं अपने clients के लिए extra करने वाला हूँ. I'm going to go this for my employees. I'm going to do this extra for my colleagues, my friends. At that time, you take the personal initiative. It's a very important distinction. When you go the extra mile, पर्सनल इनिशिएटिव ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाता है. लोगों के पास इनिशिएटिव होता ही नहीं है, दे जस्ट डोंट टेक एक्शन. बट व्हेन यू हैव द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ गोइंग द एक्स्ट्रा माइल अलाइन, यू ऑटोमेटिकली डेवलप दिस प्रिंसिपल, द पावर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ हैविंग अ पर्सनल इनिशिएटिव. बेनिफिट नंबर 9 क्या है? व्हेन यू गो द एक्स्ट्रा माइल, all the time, every time, it reinforces your goal. A person without a goal, when he goes the extra mile, he is not going to get the results. This is a very important distinction. You must have seen people जो बहुत मेहनत करते हैं, सुबह जल्दी आते हैं, रात को लेट उठते हैं, but they are not getting any results. What's the problem? And you might say, oh, this principle doesn't work. You know why it doesn't work? Most people do not have a goal to work for. And if you follow the going the extra mile principle without having a goal, it's not going to work for you. So when you go the extra mile, and if you have a goal, it reinforces all the time, every time, why I am going the extra mile, why should I go the extra mile, and what's the benefit which I'm going to get by going the extra mile. I think that's a very powerful thing. If you always get connected with your goal, with your definite major purpose, that's one more benefit of going the extra mile. 10th benefit, I think, is the master thing, which is the most powerful benefit of going the extra mile. यार, I am going the extra mile. ले लो, आप गूगल देखो, अमेजोन पे जाओ, जहाँ पे भी जाओ, आप कहाँ पे भी चेक कर दो, जो मैं दे रहा हूँ वो कोई नहीं दे सकता. Because you are going the extra mile, you know you have got the self confidence on your product or your service. Most people sometimes when they start to sell, सर ठीक है ऑनलाइन में ऐसा होता है, आपको ऐसा करिए, they start to complain, they start to justify, they start to blame. When you go the extra mile, you'll have that strong self-confidence in your product or service. यार जहाँ पे भी जाए मैं देखना, no problem, go and search for it. What I am going extra mile, कोई नहीं मिलेगा. At that time, you develop that super self-confidence in sell your product or services to the next level. Benefit number 11 है, आपको किसी की परमिशन नहीं चाहिए to go the extra mile. You just have to go the extra mile. You don't need to take anybody's permission. आपको किसी को पूछना नहीं है. Just use your discretion. Just use use your judgment and just go the extra mile. Do something which is useful and unexpected. Oh, this is one powerful principle in a democratic country like India. You can just go the extra mile without waiting or asking for anybody's permission. I think that's a very powerful benefit of going the extra mile. 12th benefit क्या है? मजा आ जाएगा अगर आपको ये benefit मिल गया तो. 12th benefit is you're going to kill that deadly disease of प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन. कभी लाइफ में प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन किया है? सबने किया है, मैंने भी किया है. If you want to kill that particular deadly disease of procrastination, you should follow going the extra mile. कैसे यूज होगा? Understand this. See, when you go the extra mile, this is a power principle. This is an action-based principle. You're going to do something useful and unexpected, and you're doing something extra, which is going extra mile. आप कुछ काम कर रहे हो, you are not procrastinating. You're not thinking कि मैं करूँ कि ना करूँ. You're actually doing it, and when you're doing it, there is no procrastination. It's an action principle. It gets the principles of success into action, and when you are taking actions, you can kill procrastination. अगर procrastination को निकालना है तो going the extra mile को अपने जहन में डाल दो. Make it like a habit for yourself and see how you will never procrastinate. That's the 12th benefit of going the extra mile. And the final one, the 13th benefit of going the extra mile is you will have the right to ask for more. Why? Only when you give more, you have got the right to ask for more. Most people do not understand this. वो सोचते हैं चलो ठीक है, एक साल पूरा हो गया, 5% 7% इन्फ्लेशन है, चलो हमारी प्राइस बढ़ा दो. प्रोडक्ट वही रहेगा, सर्विस वही रहेगी, लेकिन प्राइस बढ़ा दो. Let's say employees, and this is really a killer when I do my corporate programs. They ask this question, sir हमको तो बढ़ाना चाहिए, इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ गया, पर हम काम उतना ही करेंगे, 5 बज के निकल जाएंगे. They are not going the extra mile, but they are demanding something extra. गलत जवाब. You will only get the right to ask for more when you give more. When you give more. And when you understand this, oh, you will definitely have the right to ask for more. Use this powerful principle of going the extra mile and command that extra pay, command that promotion, command that hike in price, and see how you're going to get that. That you'll get the benefit of asking for higher pricing, higher rates, promotions for your products or services. That's the 13th benefit of going the extra mile. Powerful principle, isn't it? So many benefits of going the extra mile. But you know what? The sad fact is, most people do not go the extra mile. बोलते हैं कि जाएंगे, लेकिन करते ही नहीं है. Most people don't even do what they are expected to do. Extra की कहाँ बात कर रहे हो? Understand this. If you follow this principle of going the extra mile, if you understand these 13 benefits of going the extra mile, जो नेपोलियन हिल ने 25,000 साल का एक्सपीरियंस निचोड़ करके 500 लोगों, people who created a dent in the universe, उनको स्टडी करके बनाया है. अगर आपने 13 benefits अगर आपने जहन में उतार दिए, then you will never stop going the extra mile. My suggestion to you is, make a list of all these 13 points, take notes and paste it in your, maybe on your desk, maybe where you are working, and look at all the 13 benefits till it is actually ingrained in your conscious and your subconscious mind. You will never ever stop going the extra mile if you have these principles ingrained in your consciousness. Also, write down in your comment box which principle you are going to do right now, which benefit which is most appealing for you, or going the extra mile आप जाने वाले हो. If yes, type yes in the comment box please, because only when you start to take action, only when you experience this particular principle, only then you will see the benefits of going the extra mile. But remember, जिसको दी है extra service, उनसे expect मत करना. And when you go the extra mile, सारे गाँव को मत बोलना मैं I'm going the extra mile. Do it for yourself. What it does to you, what it does to your character, you'll become a stronger, you'll become a better person, and that's the real benefit of going the extra mile. It's a powerful principle of going the extra mile. Sad fact is that Napoleon Hill didn't talk much about in this classic Think and Grow Rich principles of success, but it is mentioned in the law of success, it's mentioned in the science of success, and that's where he goes in detail the benefits of going the extra mile. It's based on a natural law. Look at the universe. Everything is in abundance. The nature is always going the extra mile. A farmer is getting in abundance when he sows seed in a fertile land. Follow this natural law. These are all mind-made laws. Don't make your law. Man-made laws can fail, but mind-made laws can never fail. Follow going the extra mile and see how you can start to think and grow rich. I'm living these principles of going the extra mile and I'm getting the benefits. Why don't you also start this? You can literally eliminate, terminate and wipe out your competition, because there is no competition on the extra mile. Amateurs compete, professionals create. Become a pro in your industry. Go the extra mile. If you have liked my video, then please like, comment, share this particular video. Click on the link below and join our community and see how you can truly start to think and grow rich. This is Sidharth Shah. Thank you so much for watching my video. Like, share, subscribe and follow me on other social media handles also. We represent the Napoleon Hill Foundation in India. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.